Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL Playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off.
Of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And what a great game that was to watch last week because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch him flat-footed and get a big play.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Holding, offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try to get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory. First catch here in the divisional round.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Here's 2nd and 9. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I mean, that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Gano's kick is good, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Play fake. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Joe to touchdown. To the 25. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Jones now, throwing on first down. Throw left side, complete to Tony. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And this is Cook with a grab. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down, Jones. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll stick with the passing game. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Catch is made here by Herb Smith Jr. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle. That's for sure. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this. And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Left side, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Slot man moves right. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession.
After
So
review of the
that
play,
will overturn. They'll say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in.
On 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll find his tight end. Seals Jones. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offensive. The fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook, and a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, he'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 3rd down, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the ground, Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They partnered a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again and get about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Giants. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus. It's still How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays, and they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Kayvon Thibodeau. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago, and we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well, and that's why they took him as high as they did.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Now Jones. He'll get this underneath to Brightwell.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
What a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Brightwell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go again with Brightwell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The slot man in motion right. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he'll get this one.
7 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game.
The Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.